do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Down. It's Taylor, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
36.
Now Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
54 mark.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Taylor. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successsul.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down, Jets.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Go. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it, falls incomplete. 3.5 to go, first quarter.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check Mike, man, no game on this defense, no game. Check Mike, man, no. Move. Check Mike. Go. I got you, son.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Let's get it.
At the 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
Let him know, let him know. 555, 555. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, check me out. Watch 55. Hey, keep it up. Ready.
Looking to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check pass. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. And they give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Wide, get wide. Check. Hey, watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 6-0 our score after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 38.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check hot.
And they give this time to the tailback. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Off the play fake. Bryant. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Undercoach.
And That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill. General, fast. Go now. Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Okay, break. Watching your guard. Ready? Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down now, it's Taylor, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. 60 half ball. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got him. I got him. Tighten up, Topper.
2nd and 10
Topper. 2nd and 10. 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 2nd and 10
Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Come on, set. 10 Tucson. Check. Watch the before. Watch the before. You don't know no better. Hey, watch set. Watch set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Going up top. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Off play action. Bryant. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Watch it to Pittsburgh. Night, night, sweetheart. Check. Crunch.
On first down, Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Match box. Right. Watch the run. Watch the run. Deuce, 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 deuce. No, no, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check your hot read. Joker, 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 joker. Watch the joker. Ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Throwing on first down. Bryant steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Set, ready. Hey, Logo. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn ready weapon. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shit, shit. Okay. Shit. Let it go.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 3. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Pull together. Charlie. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Go. 54. Mike, 54. Hot.
They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got him. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st down, here's Love. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Love again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Under 10, 10. Slam, slam, slam. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go, go. Go. Mine.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Kill. 22, Jet, Bama. 22, Jet, Bama. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Okay.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Check 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check safety, check safety.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
15, check 50. 36, 36.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the twist. Watch the head. Kill, kill, kill.
On first down, Gibson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Heavy on the edges, heavy.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I just ran the